All right, collective, happy 1010 integration. I am recording this message on 1010, and as you know, I always do these readings with timeless intentions, praying that they find you in the right moment. So even if this finds you far away from 1010, there's likely something in this message meant to empower and assist you today. Of course, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. What was interesting today is, on the one hand, I did feel guided by spirit to continue honoring my goal and intention of showing up more consistently here on social media, putting out messages, and essentially impacting the collective as best as I can. Now, on the flip side, though, I didn't feel a huge calling to do a big card reading. I was guided to lean a lot more into the intuitive channel, and then I probably will shuffle out an oracle of clarifying empowerment here in this message and encouragement. So they have me narrating and doing this all on the front end in the sense to illustrate to the collective that today and around this integration time, this isn't the time inherently to be pushing yourself, period. And this isn't really a time to be pushing yourself to do the most. There is a big slowdown energy. That's why I even call this like a more integration related, I want to say, like channel and message. It's more so about how do we really incorporate and apply the downloads, the activations that have been building up to this portal, let alone coming through, as opposed to maybe feeling pressured to utilize this portal and utilize this day to initiate a whole bunch of new. Now, obviously honor your guidance, what you're called to do. Your intuition is always going to reign supreme. Divine timing for you is uniquely yours. It's not going to be the same for others. You can run into people where their message may be sit and wait to receive a message, and you may be the one who gets direct guidance about responding to a text message, responding to an email that day. So this is where your discernment and taking what resonates is very important, especially with this 1010, because I'm not getting an energy of haste, and I'm definitely getting a lot of guidance to not force things, to not really push and make things happen. This is really more about allowing things to happen, taking stock of what is, and from a place of gratitude within that review, from a place of gratitude, as well as a place of really honoring, accepting and honoring your capacity, and then taking aligned action and also aligned rest from there. So for example, I have felt very tired energy these last 2 days. Very tired, very slow. And it felt a bit not abnormal in a scary way or a worrisome way. However, it did feel a little bit more like, why am I so tired? Considering, albeit my sleep schedule has been wildly out of whack, I have technically been sleeping. So I'm like, okay, I got a lot of sleep, spirit. Now I'm going to make sure I'm catching up on water and hydration. So definitely always, but especially during these really energetic times when you notice you may be feeling a little bit more fatigued, a little bit more tired, I highly encourage upping the water intake just to make sure you're really keeping your system, at that A1 peak level where at least dehydration is not a factor. So that's a message for some folks right there navigating this. It was with this tiredness I was reflecting with my guides and saying, okay, spirit, I have these goals. I'm wanting to show up and build up this, my channel, my resources. I want to really help the collective more. I'm not trying to have, a fall off period where, it goes from a couple days off to weeks or even months. Like, we're not going backwards there. And spirit's like, no, you're not. At the same token, though, you've got to honor your capacity and not always hold yourself to feeling like, okay, every time you come and do a longer form reading, it has to be the longest one. It has to have the most cards. So for some of you, you are increasing your, I want to say, you are finding greater nuance and greater skill with being both consistent and flexible. being consistent and responsive to the energy and the capacity and your guidance of the day in the now moment, in the present moment. It's whereas you do have, some of us, we may have like a certain formula, rubric, and or plan of how we want to approach our goals and intentions, how we are achieving our dreams and missions. And it is good and it's amazing to have a great plan, well thought out, well detailed. If you got it, more power to you. Spirit is also acknowledging there needs to be space for adaptability. There needs to be space for flexibility in how you are approaching your craft, especially for those of y'all who are truly seeking to live a divinely guided and divinely co-created life. If that is what you are here to do, where you truly want your soul and your intuition to reign supreme and really help you live that abundant life, Spirit is saying, this is the next layer and level of your development. And I was going to get first, this is the next layer and level of your dance with the universe. So with this 1010, I'm guided to advise, definitely take the time to pause and slow down and listen. Listen to your guides. Listen to your energy. Listen to your heart. Listen to your body. Definitely listen to your body. It's a lot of this slowing down, listening, and responding from that informed place. So there's something about today of getting informed and moving from there. Pausing and then taking action following an intentional, reflective pause. So today is not meant to be a disruption, especially if folks have been in a little bit more of an active flow recently, and maybe this tiredness, maybe this slowness, maybe this fatigue, if any of that's resonating with you, maybe some of it is a little bit like jarring or a little bit off-putting for you. It's not to trip you up completely. It's not to stop you by any means completely. It is to slow you down and to get you to really appreciate how far you've come, to really appreciate your capacity as it is, let alone be grateful for everything you have now, let alone grateful for what is unfolding, what is becoming, what is arriving. And this is how I even feel the channel. It's like I get these streams where it's really flowing out and then it's back to pause, breathe, integrate, reflect. Today is a wonderful day. And I'm smiling as this comes through. Today is a wonderful day to show up from a place of joyful, and at the very least, content. I'm feeling from this place of contentment and appreciation for whatever is calling for you. Like, I want you to do today genuinely, or around this time find you, like when this message finds you, okay? Remember, it's not bound just to 1010. When this message finds you and it resonates, I would like to invite you to do something for you today. Something for you in a joyful way, a contented way. Like, I really want you to not only take it easy, not only to nourish yourself with rest, to spoil yourself with rest, to spoil yourself with treats. It's like, I want you to relish in these things. It's like, I don't only want to advise, engage in this action to feel good. It's like, I want to invite you to be fully in that process and experience, not only in the result, which built off of a recent channel. Like, I want you to delight, like, for example, like Spirit had me do today. Okay, so I ordered like a green smoothie, a green juice, right? Now, I love green juice, love green smoothie. There's something where Spirit's having me use this example where it's not only about waiting until I have the smoothie in my hand and I'm sipping on it to be joyful. It's like really, really celebrate and enjoy the process of even ordering the smoothie, picking out the smoothie, knowing that you can order this, let alone once you order it and it's on the way, it's in queue, it's in process. It's like, enjoy the fullness of that and notice how you're at a place in your life where not only, it's like you've come so far, it's like celebrating like you have options. Like, you have options. You got to pick the smoothie you wanted. Savor that part of it. Savor the power of choice. Savor the power of decision. Today is a day to celebrate the power and ability to make decisions and choices. 10-10. Today is the day where not only are we celebrating and being excited by the actual tangible results from a decision, it's like we are celebrating the process, the experience. And notice how this fly is trying to get closer and closer. This ain't even a regular fly. I don't know what kind of bug it is, but just trying to be all up in the mix, trying to get up in the sweetness. Also a great day with the slowdown to have any healing frequencies, cleansing frequencies, especially alignment and calibration. This is a good time when this message finds you, if you've been guided to do any form of chakra balancing, cleansing, and purifying, whether that be for some specifically or a total, like all the main ones or even beyond. I definitely recommend, if you can, do something kind of like, what's the Reiki healing girl's name? Oa. I think her channel is Reiki Healing or something like that on YouTube. Her name is Oa, and she's great. She creates a whole bunch of clips, usually from about, like, give or take somewhere from 15 to 45 minutes, depending on the video. So she's got a good range. I know she has a 33-minute, 33-second unblock all chakras and align them video that's coming through for some. Like, I feel like having a nice chakra alignment would do wonders today. With these portal days, I find that it's very good to not only do what the numerology is giving as far as clues and what other psychics may be channeling. I feel like in baseline in general, when we have these really potent energetic days, doing things to really calibrate and align ourselves and make sure that we're, like, essentially tuned up, I believe that's a really great practice. I believe this is a great way to leverage these days, and that gives you something tangible. If you were looking for something to do for yourself and with your energy, get your chakras right. Get your energy centers right. Leverage this portal, leverage this integration for that. Because baseline, even when we're coming in with these big updates, these big activations, these portals, especially if you are intentionally and have been, like, leveraging it, you've been this alchemist, you've been putting these things out there, then it would really behoove you to leverage these portals to have your energy right. Because not only do you have all the work you were doing before the portal, the day of the portal, then there's all the activations, the applications that come through it and from it and are going to be integrated in the days ahead. So really having your operating system, like, cleansed and clear and under control as best as you can will go a long way, and it will allow the gifts and the blessings and tangible results coming from that portal to better integrate into your systems and land into your life with greater ease. It will make the transition smoother. So it really does help and benefit you to kind of have that energy on point and on lock in anticipation of these blessings and gifts. Because a lot of y'all in this collective at the time that this message is finding you, you already know. Big Frida voice again. You already know that these blessings are coming through. The joy is coming through. The big glow up and level up is unfolding. You're already in it. However, there's going to be some next layer and level of tangible. I keep coming back to this word tangible. Tangible deliveries. Getting the harvest season type vibes. All right? A little something on my eye. Something in the periphery. Starting right now. Okay, so something's in the peripheral vision, energetically speaking, with our blessings. All right, so I do want to get a helpful oracle message for today to integrate this, building off of the channel. Spirit is like, let's pull a card for the collective. We're going to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I know I used this one in a recent reading after many, many months, many, many moons since I last used this deck. So please and thank you, holiest Mystical Shaman energies deck. Holiest ancestors, holiest spirit guides, holiest selves of the collective tuning in. May we please receive some integration wisdom. How can we best integrate the gifts and blessings from this portal, from this 1010 energy? What would you like me to share most high with the collective for a highest and greatest good, the most loving, abundant, compassionate benefit? Ooh, that one went flying. The Witness, 64. See, this is that observation and reflection energy. I'm getting, like, goosebumps. 6 and 4 comes to a 10. And I just saw 144, like 1440, and the 1444 and 1444 on the timer right now. So the 144s, significant. 144, 414, very significant. as well this time, because I've been getting a lot of those. Now 64 comes to a 10, so definitely in alignment with this 10 energy, the witness. Notice the eyes wide open. Notice that like eye in the palm of the hand as well. This palm is open too. This one's especially bright and radiant. I'm also clocking these antlers. I'm clocking these antlers. And you know what's been coming up a lot for me in recent days? Like, synchronistically enough, I was with some friends the other day. They were talking about moose. Now, I know some people are like mooses. Some say meese. Kemka priest. We don't say mooses, we say meese. And we are proud as we sing our song out loud. That was for some people. So if you've been getting like some back in the day cartoons as told by Ginger vibes, Teen Nick vibes, this could be a storyline for you. Definitely been getting more singing messages as well. With this witness energy coming through straight up the channel. And I know I had the antlers. There's a mix here of masculine power and feminine energy. And they had me say those words specifically, masculine power and feminine energy in alignment and fusion. There is this power and authority, your crown. Not only being active, it's pretty expansive and encompassing, and there's wisdom here. It's like it's holding wisdom energy I'm getting. So remember that you have the wisdom of not only your own years, and I almost said your own ears. Interesting. So you have the wisdom not only of your own ears and years, you have it of your ancestors, and there's also definitely animal guides and spirits readily available at this time for you, collective, especially if you've been seeing moose and deer, not limited to that, but moose, deer, antler animals, I'll say, very big signs. With this 10-10 energy, we're getting this witnessing. This is about the reviewing, witnessing where you're at, witnessing how far you've come. I'm also, because the eye was in the hand, and I know like the hands have a connection to the heart chakra. So that might be a specific chakra or chakras. You might want to focus on like palm chakras, heart chakras, and that connection. I'm getting the sense of, though, with hands, like oftentimes we use hands to handshake, sign deals, like sign on the dotted line. Like I'm getting a calling towards like, not exclusively contracts, but like partnerships, collaborations, relationships, and agreements, particularly in like a businessy, worky kind of way. So for some specifically, this witnessing energy is really like witnessing and observing your collaborations, your relationships, your connections, your contracts, potential contracts. And with that 10-10 energy, this is especially an invitation to really spend some time both reviewing as well as imagining not only maybe who you want to work with, but the types of people you want to work with, the types of traits, the types of qualities. For those of y'all who are already like navigating or floating certain offers and opportunities, this is about really practicing discernment with it and allowing yourself to really check in spiritually and be like, really run it through your heart chakra and your soul and be like, does this deal honor me? Does it honor the people it's coming from as well? And those we'd be impacting. But is it honoring me? Is it in alignment with truth? Is this in alignment with my heart and my soul? Would my heart and my soul endorse this? Like, would my heart and my soul empower and endorse this signature? Would my heart and soul endorse this agreement? Should I make it with my own conscious mind and like with my verbal actions? There's something about making sure that whatever alignments, whatever relationships, whatever deals, whatever contracts, whatever collaborations you are coming into agreement with and or renewing, because some of it may be new, some of this may be renewed, okay? Like as in it's already there, but now it's coming up for renew, whether we want to carry on or not. Making sure that it's in alignment with your heart and the integrity and wisdom and honesty of your heart. Look at things fully. Eyes open, heart open. Don't play yourself. Don't play them. Don't allow yourself to be played. And it's important there's a full witnessing, because spirit wants and needs you to witness the fullness of your radiance, of your light, how far you've come, how successful you are, let alone how successful you're becoming. And that's why they even had me look at the antlers and that crown energy. And I said, your power and your energy. The thing is, the feminine energy, the intuition is guiding you. You put out your creative force, like you're calling these things in, you're cultivating your projects, you're expanding and growing your garden. Your Nine of Pentacles layer and level and glow up is unfolding. With the masculine power, though, the masculine power and authority is ensuring that you are receiving the respect you command and you deserve. Ensuring that the deals and contracts that come your way really honor your worth, are truly worth it. That they're a good fit, a good fit. And to see and also notice, like, how are people treating you? And how are you treating others? Like, are you showing up as this leveled up version of yourself, the leader, the next layer and level of being a leader that you've grown into, you've evolved into, you elevated into, spirit? A, are you operating that way? And B, are they honoring you that way? Are they honoring you as the person you're showing up as now? Are they honoring this version of you now? It's very important. There's something very important that they acknowledge and treat you with the fullness of your wisdom, the fullness of your crown, the fullness of your power, the fullness of your abilities, that they don't try and play you. And this word has been coming up a lot recently, and I was waiting for it to come into your channel, that you don't allow yourself to be played and put down like a novice in a very hierarchical environment, in a very hierarchical situation. For a lot of y'all, you've paid your dues. You've already paid your dues, whether in this life, let alone in previous and parallel lifetimes for those that it resonates with. It's like you've paid your dues. And it's not to say that you won't be humble, you're not a team player, you won't do what needs to get done, and you won't honor whatever role you are quote unquote hired for, if this is for my people who are getting like a job offer specifically. But there's something about not allowing yourself to be punked and played as a naive novice, as an over-eager, easily exploitable intern. And I just saw 2222 right there. This is very much making sure that while you will be humble and you will be in your lane and you will respect the rank and authority of others in your sphere, you will not be downplayed. You will not be a footstool. You will not be anybody's pedestal. You will not be treated as an intern or novice, taken for granted without gratitude, given and barked at orders, and then, not really not fully set up for success, or not really set up for like a deeper layer and level of investment, or not really given appreciation. Now, I know not all bosses and supervisors are terrible like that too, interns and novices and stuff. However, many of us have been through various types of environments and cultures where the lowest on the totem pole, the people above it, they like take that and run wild, and they use their previous trauma and their hazing experiences to just keep pay it forward and keep things going because it's tradition and everybody has to go through it and blah, 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 blah. And it's like I'm getting with this collective, like we've never really been about those kind of like trauma-inducing type of systems and hierarchies anyway, not really here for it. And at the same token, we've had to navigate certain situations where even if that isn't the dominant culture, there are still people who bring those energies into certain workplaces and team environments. And we've kind of had to balance like protecting the position we're at and playing the game while also kind of like managing up and checking people and being like, I'm not the one. I'm not the one to try like that. Like we're not doing that with me. Like the buck ends here. Like there are layers and levels here. This is for my collective that's really like not about the BS, and you're not going to be played by nobody. Like you are nobody's little sidekick, little henchman, bit character. Like even if you were a sidekick to the hero, like you are commanding full-blown respect where you're like, it's Batman and Robin. Like I will be named. Like if I am the sidekick, I will be named. I will have my own costume. I will have my own logo. I will have my own dignity. I will have my own role. And you're going to recognize that even if you have the main character that y'all tripping for, I'm the one who's like helping to seal the deal. I'm the one who's low-key saving the day when he flops or when he needs backup. This sort of gig. You're like, no matter what role you're in, even if it's support, you are main. And you will be respected. You will be compensated as such. This is a part of the envisioning of the 10-10 energy and integration, is standing firmly in that energy so that no matter what title you are presented with, whatever offer, whatever you choose, you're doing so knowing that you are worth that opportunity, that you deserve that opportunity, and you are going to slay it. And this is with confidence and humility. I'm not feeling like, cocky or arrogant here. I'm feeling like it feels like matter of fact. It feels passionate in the sense of I feel your fiery passion. Yeah, I also, at the same time, I feel a level like knowing and delivery. Like this is not trying to convince nobody. This is not trying to persuade nobody. This is not trying to sell nobody, let alone yourself. Like it is what it is. Integrate this energy. It is what it is, and you are who you are. You are who you have chosen to be. Okay. They're telling me read The Witness. Read it from the book. And we're going to get one more pop out, I feel like, from this. Here we go. The essence. The witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we are able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and make better decisions. When we can be present for someone else's difficulties with stillness, then we are able to truly hear them and give better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we are a mirror for the other. Then through our presence, they receive their own answers. The invitation. The witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So this is that witnessing energy, confirmation. This is why I'm saying you don't have to go out and do a whole lot. It really is a day to reflect on who and what you're becoming. This true intent, and which was like that last part I was just channeling about the energy. Ooh, rainbow. And interesting. I don't even know how that rainbow reflection got here. That is dope. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So rainbows may be a special synchronicity. Rainbows reminding you that the divine's promises, God's promises, source's promises are unfolding. Those dreams are unfolding. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. So today is the day to reflect, to review, to witness, to continue to choose who you're becoming, to honor yourself. It's like, I'm getting like a locking in this new you, locking in this identity, locking in this power, locking in this station, locking in this position, locking in this authority. And I mean energetically locking in by like choosing it, believing it, honoring it, letting this witness, this spirit guide. For some of you, you've had a specific spirit guide or some specific spirit guides that have been coming up for you recently. And this is the affirmation confirmation that they've been around for this because they are like your witness as well as your helper and you evolving into this next layer and level. So today's not the day to be doing the most. Today is not the day to be doing too much. All right, I want to get some tarot. Please, let's seal this in. Let's seal this in, Spirit. Can I get some tarot to clarify? Ooh, we are not doing all of that. Yes, Six of Staves, victory. What's going on here? How many cards are here? You give me a whole spread. This is a lot. I'm going to take the two that popped out face up because that's what Spirit's telling me. There's a whole lot of other cards going on here. They're saying, no, it's the two face up that really matter. Okay, put these at the bottom. Oh, the bottom of the deck is the sun. This often represents blessings, success, fulfillment, victory in some ways as well. Now, this Six of Staffs is the victory card for me. Like, this is the victory and the forward moving success, but like victory, especially with overcoming. Emphasis on the overcoming, because notice in this version of the Six of Staffs, this person with their yellow staff rising above, climbing the mountain above everyone else, and not saying that to be in a rude way. That yellow representing for me, solar plexus, willpower, leadership, rising above, going over the mountains and obstacles on your own path. Even if everybody else is on some other path, you chose to go the way you were guided to go, with your walking stick and all, even up the steep mountains if need be. You're getting this victory and this layer and level because you've put in the work for it. Like, you didn't just choose the easy route or the easy way out when it was available. Now, I'm a part of a collective where we're consistently calling in ease and asking the universe and spirit to bring more ease into our life. Absolutely, I'm with that. Yet we all know in many moments, challenge is present, difficulty is present, and there are different ways we can respond that could be healthier, that could be easier but have worse consequences, could be easier and have better consequences, could be harder and have ideal consequences and results. You know what I mean? There's so many combinations. But yeah, it's like when we just only take the easy way out in that conventional sense, it's usually just going for the comfort zone or the avoidance of resistance kind of way. And with this collective, you met resistance head on. Even if you didn't inherently want to, you still didn't chow. You know, you didn't punk out. You literally rose up. You rose up and did it. And so with the Sun card also at the bottom, like, this is letting you know, I mean, look at this victorious person, like, puffing out their chest on top of a bull, like, rode the bull, like, tame the bull, tame the beast, like, matador energy, champion. And this is anointed. This was meant to happen because I'm looking at the Sun with all of these hands. Notice all these hands, like raised, helping hands. But notice how there's a hand just touching the tip of what would be like a version of a crown. Like, there's something on that person's head. So it looks like a certain type of headpiece, a headdress, more Egyptian style. So maybe the one with the snake, you know, but it's giving a crown. We're going to call it a crown, like a physical crown. The Sun is touching that crown, and there's another hand from the Sun in front of that other arm and wrist in front of that person. So that I was thinking that even if this bull got like extra level buck for a minute and tried to throw this human off in their moment of celebration and victory, the Sun was going to catch them. Like, the Sun was going to hold them anyway. Like, this victory, this success is inevitable, and you're not coming down. You're not going back to the same level. You're not going to fall and bust your A, you know, especially not at this time. It's like spirit has got you like this. That's why I'm saying it's anointed. It's meant to be. It's like your crown is being literally guided and touched. And it's like your spirit guides, while respecting your total free will, they have their finger right there on the pulse to help make it easy. Like, they want you to know, like, we are right here. We honor your freedom, your space, your privacy, your free will, but we're letting you know, like, we really ain't gonna let you F this up. Now, you can, but we're gonna do everything in our power, and we already are, to make sure that you don't fall off and bust your face, because you've come so far. And you've allowed us to be this close to you. You've done all this work to allow your guides to be that present and that blessed in your life. So you don't have to worry, because that bull is looking a little bit suspect. Like, this was no simple beast to kind of conquer and tame. Like, he looked like he ready to try again, but you ain't got to worry. You ain't got to worry. You're victorious. The challenge, though, is what you've got to do. It's like you've got to be careful to be too in your head and your anxiety, and then by consequence, going from the anxiety into being too much into your feelings, where you're like, I don't want to see, I don't want to look, I can't look. You know, it's like this energy of feeling like you're hearing like it's like you're aware there's like a dog or some kind of like animal nearby, some beast, and you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm not ready, I don't want to fight again. But it's kind of like, you know, you have to do, it's like this energy where it's like, I got to defend myself. It's so funny. It's like, I don't want to do it, but I have to. And I love how the dog is just sitting there patient, just like watching you, because it's actually like a spirit guide. It's just a spirit guide dog. And it's like, okay, girl, like, respect, but like, I'm not here to bite you. Like, I'm here to help you. I'm actually here to pick you up. I'm actually here to pick you up and kind of guide you to where we need to be. Like, your guide sent me. I know there was another being that may have looked or, sounded similar to me. I honor that. I respect your trauma. I would really appreciate, though, if you didn't project that onto me, if you didn't hold me accountable for other people's past sins or transgressions. Like, I am here, divinely guided, anointed, and appointed to assist and help you. Please listen. You'll notice I'm not really like barking. I may bark because I'm a dog to talk, but I'm not like barking aggressively. I'm communicating with you. I love how I'm just channeling this whole animal right now, like literally talking to this person. It's like, for some of y'all, this animal and spirit guide is literally talking you out of your head, talking you out of your anxiety, talking you out of your feelings, talking you out of a false inaction. Reminding you, like, you've already chosen to walk forward. It's like, girl, like, you've walked forward. That's why you're on the path, like the foot is up. You have these two swords in hand because you've been on the journey. You've been moving forward. And this victory is here. There's just something that kind of like popped up for a minute. And maybe it's the energy from this portal, being a bit heavy, a lot to integrate, especially with all that purple energy. It's like with all this intuitive and spiritual energy going on, it has uprooted a lot of emotions and mental energies with it. It's a full being experience. And spirit is like, breathe, relax, follow the guides, follow your guidance. You're very protected. This is a loyal, like, man's best friend with this dog, Like, I'm here to help you. I'm also getting Anubis energy. So for any of y'all who resonate with Anubis shamanism, Anubis life, death, rebirth that came through, is like, you're good. Anubis could scare some people, whether in full, like humanoid form or in jackal form. You don't have anything to be scared about. They acknowledge your fears. So I don't want to say you don't have anything, but it's like, you don't have to hold on to it either. You don't have to like possess it. They're guiding you forward. The victory is assured. So taking that with the witness message and oracle we got earlier and synthesizing this. This is a really important time to protect your energy, your focus and attention, so that you don't lose sight of yourself. You don't lose sight of how far you've come. You don't lose sight of your victory. You don't lose sight of what's unfolding. And by losing sight, I mean the only way you'd really lose sight is if you put on the blinders and you keep looking towards the past and drowning in the past, drowning in past imagery, thoughts, patterns, behaviors, actions, emotions, things of that nature. I don't believe you are. Yet spirit is saying, like, there are these moments where consistently, especially right now, where it's going to come up multiple times. Like, how do you choose to respond to this? What are you choosing? What are you choosing with your focus? What are you choosing with your energy? Are you allowing it to serve you or not? Okay, they're telling me one final card before we wrap this to seal it in. They want me to get a Marvel, Magic of Marvel Oracle card, a superhero, superpower card. I love these to kind of like really help us celebrate ourselves, embrace our energy, embrace our uniqueness, our power, our capability. Spirit, how can we seal this reading in, this 10-10 integration spread for the collective? Please and thank you. Oh, wow. 3. These cards are jumping. I had 2 pop out, face up, 1 face down. I looked at the face down. We have Hawkeye. Hawkeye came out, I'm pretty sure, in my last big channeled reading, my last long form reading. Ready, steady, go. So I don't feel like Spirit saying spend a lot of time on this. It's continue to stay focused on your goal, like continue to have your sight, your focus on where you're going, where you're headed. So unlike this one that's closing their eyes and looking back, this is eyes forward, eyes on the prize, locked in. That character's locked in. And if that isn't enough, we have Spider-Man, places to be, webs to shoot. And then we also got Ronan the Accuser with Let It All Burn. Yo, these messages are building off each other this week. Like in one of my other messages, I had all of this fire element, fire energy about burning things away. Burning away does not serve. What does not serve? Now, I love how this Spider-Man is like places to be, webs to shoot. And then we literally have the ready, steady, go, like, shoot the arrow type of thing. Now with the Spider-Man and the Peter Parker versus the Spider-Man, this is acknowledging like, how do we balance our various like multiple faces and identities, not in like a fake way, but we're very like multi-dimensional people, multi-passionate people. It's like it's like basically being booked and blessed. You have multiple things, multiple priorities. And how do you navigate taking care of like your more personal side, your more vulnerable needs, your more independent individual needs once desired, in addition to your service goals, your community goals, and maybe obligations, your service, your purpose embodiment, the embodiment of your purpose. It's like, yeah, it's like, who are you in your downtime? And then who are you when you're like fully suited up, ready to serve? And are you allowing yourself to honor the fullness of you? Are you swinging too hard in one direction or another? Confirmation. I don't think you are in this moment. I think with this reading in the 1010, this is like where we're kind of doing the reconciliation. This is a moment to really look at, what are we weaving? How are we weaving and designing our lives? What are the webs that are around us that we may be in? And which webs do we want to keep? What do we want to weave further? And what do we want to unweave or disconnect from? Is what I'm getting. Because you are a multifaceted, multidimensional being. And you deserve the fullness of your experience. With the Let It All Burn, Ronan the Accuser, that was underneath this Spider-Man card. And that hammer, just ready to like he looks ready to swing. So much of this ready to go, ready to swing energy. I feel as though this is spirit acknowledging like you really are ready. You're ready to go. You're ready to level up. You're ready to let go of a lot of the past. You already have, but you're willing to. Some of y'all are so ready to move forward that you're like, when spirit tells you what's coming next, you're willing to just like almost like give it all up and go all in, which is great. What spirit is inviting with this though is like, yes, burn away all that does not serve you. Still remember though to choose who you want to be and what you do want to carry forward from a place of self-love, from a place of self-recognition, from self-pride. You've had so many amazing life experiences, and at the very least, you've had so much important, amazing character development in your life, regardless of the circumstances, that it's important in this reflective portal to look at yourself from a lens of value and self-worth and really choose and curate who you are, who you want to be, and what you want to take forward and why. What are the best parts of yourself that you want to bring into this next chapter, into this next age, into this next level? You have grown so much. You have learned so much. You have evolved and transformed so much. And there's so much more ahead of you. Yet it's important for you to be very aware of who you are in an appreciative and confident manner, so that as you step further into this victory, into this success, onto these new, platforms, stages, arenas, opportunities, things of that nature, you're doing so as a full, confident, like self-made being. And this doesn't mean self-made in the sense of we're ignoring being, like, what do you call it? I love phrases where they say, my favorite is self-made, community built. Self-made, community built, spiritually led, spiritually guided, things of that nature. Stuff where it acknowledges and encourages us to take pride and credit for our individual work that we've done, while also acknowledging we exist in a social world, and a lot of our relational and interpersonal experiences that really build us and shape us and move us. And those of us who choose a spiritual path, we are guided and we are grounded in faith, in spirit, intuition. That's also a key thing. So it's about being able to appreciate the self, others, and overall spirit, source, universe, and our guidance. This is the layer and level that you've elevated into. This is the kind of mastery that you're being called to embrace. I want to read the Ronan the Accuser. They want me to read the Ronan the Accuser. Oh, wow. I just opened up to the Hawkeye page, so we're going to read that one too. Ready, steady, go. Hawkeye is calling you to shoot your shot. It's time to stop procrastinating. Take aim and propel yourself toward your target. This can be as simple as replying to the email you've been putting off for weeks or getting back into a meaningful routine after time away. No matter your goal, Hawkeye is shooting reminders your way that you are worth the investment in yourself. So this, okay, especially with the email, I said that earlier in this reading specifically. So for some of us, this responding to an email or a text message, WhatsApp, whatever it is, we're getting the reminders for that. This is why I'm saying for some of y'all, you are getting specific reminders about actions to take. For some of your other ones, it's about really reflecting and considering because there was the part about investing in yourself. That you are worth the investment in yourself. Was I not just talking about your worth? You are worth the investment in yourself. So for some, it's not about the email today, it's about doing something to invest in yourself. Taking that time for that. That one's, I felt that one. Let's get Ronan. Oh, it jumped to Spider-Man next. So Spider-Man next. Spider-Man, places to be, webs to shoot. Spider-Man may be a hero with great power, but he also has the responsibilities of being a regular person. To him, it's equally important to take down the sinister sticks and make it to Aunt May's dinner in time. It's equally important to take down the sinister six and make it to Aunt May's in time for dinner. Sound familiar? While you may not be slinging webs all around NYC, you're juggling just as much, and Spider-Man is here to advocate for balance. You don't need to sacrifice your career for family or your relationships for personal success. You just need to balance the things that are important to you and be unapologetic about whatever they are. That speaks for itself. Let's get to Ronan. Let's get to Ronan, and then we can lock this in. The fact that I even said lock this in. Ronan the Accuser, let it all burn. Ronan the Accuser is accustomed to having the final say, and he is infusing your energy with that reading. You may be seeking a way out, but don't lose sight of the fact that not all endings are good endings. Right now, your decisions are clouded in negativity. You are at risk of burning every bridge in sight. Remember that you can part ways without destruction. So this one's very important that it's like, this one's very, okay, now thank you, Spirit. This is what I'm saying. It's like that energy of like, you're ready to move forward. You're ready to go. So ready. Spirit is honoring that. They're wanting you to move forward in the most aligned way, in the way that serves you. Not just moving forward to rush it or to speed ahead. Not just burning things willy-nilly. It's like leveraging that fire in the most intentional alchemical ways. Burning away what truly does not serve while warming up and taking care of what does. So I'm going to wrap this here. I know this is a lot for y'all to integrate. Take your time. There's a lot of messages. Some of it may feel contradictory for some about like, do I send the email? Do I send a message? Or do I just rest? Do I focus on me? Do I not? This is why I've been guided here to serve these messages, to really reconnect you with your highest self, with your soul and your discernment, to know what are the actions and inactions to choose when this message finds you, to choose for the now and the days ahead. Because there is room for action here. The trick is, though, is not doing the most and doing too much too soon, and certainly not doing anything to cut off your nose and spite your face and respond from a place of drama or trauma. That's not the gig. That's not the gig here. All right, thank you, Spirit. My name is Dil Divine. I'm your friendly neighborhood queer muse, oracle, and soul guide. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general collective reading. If you want to book a personal, my socials are all down below. Please reach out. We can look into it for you for a 1-hour reading. If you want to get into the nitty gritty for your situation, as well as how to best leverage these 10-10 energies, these portals, and how essentially you can optimize your alchemy. All right, with that being said, happy 10-10. Go hydrate, go relax, and I'll be back very soon. All right, I'll talk to you later, collective.